To Lil Durk, I remember first hearing about him through Chief Keef, and when he first came into the game, I remember watching him, but I would hear his voice, and I'm like, yo, this dude voice sound fire, and it sounds elevated actually on another level. But he was so early in the game, so a lot of people didn't understand the auto tune. And for the ones who didn't understand, I first shout out to T-Pain and all that, because T-Pain changed the game with the auto tune, but then it was artists that started taking a little bit of each and creating it and making it their own. So what happened is Lil Durk came right behind, my man Chief Keef. So he came right behind. That was like they group. That was that little group. The Chief Keef, the G Herbos, the Lil Bibbies. They came a little after the Lil Durks. But at the same time, it was the same shit. Because as soon as Lil Durk fell through, he flooded the gates. He started killing them with the mixtape. Started going in. So I remember this time, niggas had the Pellies. This is like 2012, 2011. His name started ringing through the internet, and I'm saying to myself, yo, who is Lil Durk? Then I remember French Montana co-signed him, and they went to say, I think French Montana signed him. I'm not sure if he really signed him, but they were saying he signed him, but I believe it was more of a co-sign, because then French started bringing him to the Bronx. You were hearing about him in all these other places. So then now his buzz grew, and I'm looking like, yo, this Lil Durk dude is gonna kill. You know what I'm saying? He coming out of Chicago. This was drill rap. Before the Bronx got to it, before the Bronx caught on to it, before they started making Bronx drill, Brooklyn drill, all of these other drills, you had Chicago drill. These were people that were in the game at this time that were really like putting on for Chicago. And then every time you turn around at that time, 2010 to 2011, 2012, everybody's wearing pals, and there was so many murders in Chicago happening that it became their lifestyle. And I remember watching 50 Cent at the time. 50 Cent was sitting back and he was like, yo, he loved Lil Durk and them. He like, yo, these dudes were so creative. They would sit in their backyard, get a camera, and shoot a video. The most that they were spending in their backyard was $5,000 budget, or if that, less than that. 50 was like, they didn't understand like nothing, like no business etiquette, no nothing. 50 Cent said, I called them to a video shoot. They had to be at the video shoot probably like 10, 11 o'clock. What these dudes is doing, they don't come into the afternoon. 50 said, I'm looking like, yo, these dudes is like crazy. They don't understand business. They come to video shoot hungover from the night before, drunk, all kind of stuff. So it was a crazy story about that. And I'm just listening and I was like, yo, when they came, then, Lil Chief Keef had his wave, and then when he came, passed it on to Durk, but then Durk kind of took that and took it to the next level from where Chief Keef did it. But Chief Keef will always be like the king of them, like of that culture, that group, that drill, that Chicago, that's Chief Keef. Then Lil Durk and all of them came, but Lil Durk surpassed and went to the next level, especially with his voice. As he started to get better in the industry and he started to get better with the auto-tune and the harmonizing and the rapping, his voice became better, and he blew up, man. He blew up, but then at the same time he was blowing up, his life was happening. People was dying, it was shootouts, it was murders, it was shit that was really happening. And it was different, man. So I say that to, add to everything else. Lil Durk had a real story, real life. No drill was violent, it was aggressive. It was Chief Keef in the kitchen with his shirt off. He took the grim reality of the trenches. He became the voice, not because he was the loudest, but because he made the pain sound so beautiful. Go back to 2013, This Ain't What You Want. He was in the middle of the drill movement. But even back then, you could hear it. He wasn't just shouting, he was harmonizing. They didn't realize He was creating a future blueprint. Later, he lost King Von. Durk didn't hide from the trauma. On My Life or Viral Moment, they aren't just rap songs. They are therapy sessions for the streets. He showed that gangsters cry too. Every street rapper is using auto-tune. We're singing about their pain. That is the Lil Durk effect. Between the block and the Billboard chart, you can evolve without losing your soul. The madness, he carried Chicago on his back, and he turned his pains and scars into diamonds. Don't live the guys. Like, share, subscribe, comment below, hit the notification bell. Do you think Durk changed the rap game forever? Or do you think it was some things he could have done differently? Let me know what y'all think. Write in the comment. I'll respond back to all comments. This is HipHopSince9, and I'll see y'all in the next one.